Okay, y'all, it's the same day with the beef stew and the cornbread, but the video was so long, I had to change my apron, and we're going to do a different, well, I'm going to show what we're going to do for a dessert, but I'll just have to put it on a different video. So I'll show you the, what I'm going to do is show you the beef stew and cornbread on the first video, and then tomorrow, if I have time, I will put on the other one. We're going to have a baked apple with vanilla ice cream on top of it. That's what we're going to have. So, all you do is you may have one of those little, they're called a little, it's a type of spoon that you could get the core out of an apple with. A melon core, that's what you call it. You just do like this and make you a hole. You're supposed to use, and I'm going to get that little bit right there out because we're going to eat the peeling and everything. Put it in your pan. If y'all ever done this, look, that is my address. And when you take something to somebody, you can put that on there, and then you can put that on there, and then they'll know whose pan it is, so you can get it back. You want to core that out. This is supposed to have brown sugar and butter in it. And in the recipe book, what I did is I put bacon around it on your baked apple. But the thing about it today, I didn't want bacon around it because we're going to eat ice cream on top. So I'm just going to do it plain. These are Honey Crisp apples. Do not use the Red Delicious or Golden Delicious apples for this dessert because the peeling is tough. So you want to either get this or Granny Smith for this particular one we're doing today, okay? You can eat the others with some other kind of dish. But so this is what I'm using for today. Let me get through doing this and I'll show you what comes next so it won't be so long for you. Okay, I finished coring my apples. I need a smaller pan to put these in, and I have some smaller pans, but they were too small. So here's what I'm going to do too. You want your apples to stay up straight, okay? You don't want them to lean over because you want that goodie that we're fixing to put in it to stay in it. So I'm going to make me a little something right here to just kind of go around a little bit to hold my apples so they won't flip over. I don't want them to flip over out of the pan. I want them to be straight like that, okay? Let me get me just a little bit of water now. I'll show y'all how we're going to do this. I don't need much water, but I need a little bit. All right, now, so this is going to be a baked apple. You could use it for a dessert. It's actually really good with green beans and ham and stuff like that. And in the recipe book, you know, I wrap the bacon around it, which if you're going to use it like for a meal, you could do that. But if you're going to do a dessert, the bacon may be good. I don't know, but I don't think so. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take some cinnamon. I'm going to make sure that's enough. I need a little bit more foil. I'm afraid that's going to slide a little bit. Push these out where they need a smaller pan. All right, here we go. All right, I'm going to take my cinnamon and put a little cinnamon on my apple. Just a little bit all the way around. And we're going to have, I'm going to serve this, I'm going to put everybody's in a little bowl and put a scoop of ice cream on top while it's still hot. All right, now I'm going to take a heaping teaspoon of brown sugar and put in each hole. And it's all right if it spills out on the apple a little bit. That makes it good. See how that one's already wanting to lean over a little bit. They cannot lean over. They've got to be where the juice will stay inside the apple, okay? Y'all won't believe, but this was George's mother's and I just broke the top a while ago. Look. I am so sad. Look what I did. It fell on the floor. I'm going to get me some kind of glue, I reckon, and try piece it together. I love that pink of that, but anyway, if she was living, she'd say, "This too shall pass, don't worry about it. It's just a sugar dish." That's what she'd say. All right, there we go, we got that. Next thing you do is you're gonna put a pat of butter on top of each apple. And that butter's gonna melt with that sugar and that cinnamon and be fine and dandy, okay? So I'm gonna just cut a generous pat of butter and place it on top of each one. And yes, my butter is sitting out. I don't ever put my butter in the refrigerator. What I do is I put my box of butter in the refrigerator, and then I get out a stick and leave it out. And then when that stick is used up, I get out another stick and put it out. Okay, that's it. That's all it is to it. Now I'm going to take a little bit of water. So these are kind of halfway steamed. I'm going to put just a scoop in the bottom. I don't want to put too much, but you want some in there so that it'll just steam. And I am going to cover the top because I don't want it crispy. I want it soft. And that water in there is going to help to hold the moisture into the apples, okay? And we are going to just kind of sort of hint this as best we can. Like that, kind of. I don't want it to be smashed right down on my apple. Like that. Just kind of do it like that. And then when we're finished, I'm going to scoop out an apple, put it in their bowl. And I want a small bowl. I don't want one spread out like that. I want it kind of like that. You know, these bowls. Let me show you what I'm going to try to put it in if it'll work. I don't know which one I'm going to do, but I'll show you what I've got. I might put it in this one because that would keep the apple straight up and put the ice cream right on top. And I've got this one. I could put it in there because it's really a small bowl. It's just, that's a lip. Put the apple in there and then put it on. I probably would use these. I think that might work better. But anyway, that juice is going to be, there's going to be all this juice in the bottom. From the water, the butter, the apple juice, all that. And you want to take that and kind of scoop it up on your ice cream. Oh, y'all, it's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. I'm going to bake this at 400 until a skewer sticks through the apple and it's nice and tender. So, this is going to go with our beef stew and our cornbread. It's just that I couldn't show it on that same video because it takes too long. I try to keep y'all, I know y'all, you got things to do, just like I do. We can't stay in here and playing on the phone all day. We got to do what we got to do, haven't we? But this is called baked apples. And if you want it to be for a meal with your ham and your green beans and potatoes and all that stuff, just put a little piece of bacon around it or over it. And it'll be so crispy, and that bacon juice will go down in there too. And it'll be outstanding. It was in, I don't know if I put it in my first or second cookbook. I can't remember now. But anyway, it's good. It is good. Bye, y'all. Love you. Hope your toes feel good to your sheets tonight. Bye-bye.